Hey folks, welcome back to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. Today we've got 3 new products I'm going to show you in detail, so watch on to check it all out. All right, jumping right in. First of all, we've got this new handguard from Acerbis. Acerbis is better known in the moto world. They do all kinds of moto plastics, like handguards and all kinds of other things. This is a handguard made specifically for the mountain bike. We're carrying several different color combinations. There we go. And they clamp on without having to pull off your grip or break other controls. You can just pop that over the handlebar. You also can choose whether to run the spoiler piece or take it off for a little smaller, cleaner look. These come in sets, so left and right, of course, and should fit any bike where you're riding through some tight brush. They'll flex a little bit, but they're going to provide a lot of protection against branches and things as you're riding through some of those narrow trails. All right, moving right along, we've got a new company to our catalog called Sprindex. Now, this just looks like a coil spring, but what's unique about it is that it's actually adjustable by weight. So this is a spring that runs from 450 pounds all the way up to 500. So you can really dial this in like 5-pound increments to specifically fit the needs of you and your bike. Most springs just come in 25 or 50-pound increments, so you really have a lot of room in between those steps. This is going to allow you to get those different steps really precisely and again get your bike riding really optimally. Now, why not just tighten the preload spacer, you might ask? Really, when you're tightening a preload spacer on your spring, it's just compressing it as if you were sitting onto the bike. It's not really changing the spring rate, it's just moving into that spring's compression somewhat. On Sprindex, there's actually this spacer down at the bottom that's sort of being activated as you move the dial in and out. So you're effectively taking these last 2 coils in and out of use. So that's what's actually changing the rate of the spring as you go up in through the dial. These coils are also a little bit progressive at the very end of their travel, so going to give you a nice added firmness as you move into the last steps of the travel. Kind of like an air shock, but you get all the benefits of the coil in the early stroke. So really nice, and they do come with a variety of spacers here to make this spring work on any shock on the market. These are going to both add a little bit of slip so the spring turns easier as you compress, but also, like I said, spacers to just fit those different shock bodies. Okay, finally we've got the Wolftooth quick release lever for Seatpost. What's so special about this, you might ask? It's just a quick release, but a couple of neat features. First of all, they have a brass bushing here, so this slides really smooth. That's a nice benefit. All the kind of nicest collars are using that for the best action. But what's more important, you do have an open 4mm hex on the backside. So what this allows is you can actually tighten up the quick release collar with a torque wrench the first time you use it, or anytime you need to make an adjustment, to get a really precise fitting or precise torque. Then every time you open and close it, you're always going to come back to that same precise torque reading. We are seeing with a lot of today's new seat posts, specifically dropper posts, where you have thin walls and tubes sliding up and down inside of those, or for some lightweight carbon seat tubes that you really don't want to go over a specific torque value on the tension here, and this is going to allow you to get that really precise value for optimum function of your dropper post or safety on your carbon post, and then come back to it each time you tighten that quick release down. So pretty unique feature on the Wolftooth Seatpost quick release. All right, if you like any of the products you've seen in our video today, make sure you ask at your local bike shop, tell them BTI sent you, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching.